A meal laid out with all the dishes. Hot soup, tender meat, fresh greens served. But she just sits there, staring blankly out the window. Where did her old smile go? Her kind eyes now only hold emptiness. The grandchildren offer her favorite piece of fish. She nods but doesn't eat. "I'm not hungry, dear," that phrase repeats week after week. Do you think it's just an old person losing appetite? Not always. Sometimes it's a silent cry from deep within the soul. An invisible crack where feelings slowly fade away. It could be depression in the elderly, something we often overlook. And here's the thing, it starts from the smallest signs. A meal without appetite. A night without restful sleep. A day without the will to get out of bed. But if not noticed in time, this condition can become a locked door to the outside world. And you know what? In many cases, food is the first key to reopening that door. Challenging misconceptions about nutrition in older adults. We often think depression is a young person's disease. Work stress, relationships, money, pressures only the young face. But have you ever wondered, why can an older adult, free from daily worries, still feel sadness, lose sleep, eat poorly, and gradually withdraw? Is it loneliness? Illness? Or simply old age? Not necessarily. The truth is, depression in older adults can be more silent, more persistent, and easily mistaken for natural aging weakness. But more importantly, many cases actually begin with nutrient deficiencies in their daily diet. Have you ever thought, a meal lacking omega-3, vitamin B12, or imbalanced blood sugar levels, could reduce serotonin, and push their spirit into a dark abyss? Could it be that, all these years, we've missed the chance to help our loved ones recover, simply because we haven't understood the true power of nutrition? List of foods and guidance on choosing, using, and avoiding mistakes. Dear seniors, if you or your loved ones are experiencing emptiness, mental fatigue, or simply a loss of life's spark as before, don't rush to medications. Don't blame it on age. Today, you will be guided through 5 groups of scientifically proven, natural foods that can support mental health and improve depression symptoms in older adults. From familiar dishes like salmon and leafy greens, to foods rich in amino acids, B vitamins, and antioxidants. You will not only learn what to eat to stabilize your mood, but also how to eat, when to eat, and how to avoid common mistakes that can render good foods ineffective. By the end of the video, you will have a simple, easy-to-use checklist to apply daily, so every meal becomes more than just nutrition, it becomes a gentle dose of happiness for your soul after 60. Keep watching, because sometimes just one small change in your diet can be the start of the mental recovery you've been waiting for. Easy to understand scientific explanation. Why do seniors need to eat differently to protect their mental health and emotions? After age 60, the body changes not only physically but also neurologically and psychologically. One of the most profound changes, yet often overlooked, is the decline in neurotransmitters. Specifically, serotonin, a neurotransmitter that creates feelings of happiness and relaxation, starts to decrease with age. This means, even without obvious reasons, seniors can feel sad, tired, and lose interest in life. What's more important, serotonin cannot be produced without its raw materials, which come from food. For example, tryptophan, an essential amino acid for serotonin production, can only be obtained from diet. Vitamins B6, B12, and folate, key micronutrients supporting neural energy metabolism, are often deficient in older adults. Omega-3s, especially DHA, play a structural role in the brain, helping stabilize mood and fight neuroinflammation. However, seniors often eat less, digest poorly, and absorb nutrients slowly, leading to a vicious cycle: poor appetite, nutrient deficiency, worsening mood, loss of appetite, eating less. That's why, Nutrition for mental health and seniors cannot be the same as for younger people. It's not about eating more, but eating right, enough, and more mindfully. Additionally, many seniors repeat the same meals, follow misguided dietary restrictions, or skip meals to avoid trouble. This worsens nutrient shortages and gradually erodes emotional well-being. The good news is, by simply adjusting certain foods, choosing the right groups, at the right times, and the right ways, we can naturally reactivate neurological balance without medications. Coming up next, you'll discover that list of foods, dishes that not only satisfy hunger but also nurture peace from within. 1. Salmon, the golden nutrient for emotional stability in seniors. In the world of brain-boosting foods, salmon truly deserves the title of the brain's silent doctor. Not only delicious and easy to eat, salmon is an abundant source of omega-3 fatty acids DHA and EPA, two essential fats that senior brains desperately need but cannot produce on their own. Clear scientific benefits. Numerous clinical studies show that people who regularly eat fatty fish like salmon have more stable serotonin levels in their blood and reduce depression risk by 30 to 45%. DHA in salmon helps maintain the flexibility of nerve cell membranes, supporting signal transmission between brain neurons. EPA works to reduce neuroinflammation and ease prolonged stress responses in the body. Common misconceptions. Many seniors think salmon is a luxury food or only for young gym goers. The truth is, salmon becomes even more valuable as we age, because after 60, the brain easily loses balance, and salmon provides the nutrients needed to naturally stabilize mood. Common signs of deficiency. If you often experience unexplained sadness, loss of interest in things you once enjoyed, forgetfulness, difficulty concentrating, irritability, it's very possible your brain is lacking good fats, and salmon might be your first key to recovery. Real-life story. Mr. Walter, 72, was an introvert who, after retiring and losing his wife, gradually withdrew, suffered frequent insomnia, and became irritable for no reason. His daughter, a nurse, advised him to eat salmon at least twice a week. After just 2 months, his sleep improved, he started chatting again with his grandchildren, and even got excited about gardening like before. "I never thought one food could make my mind feel so clear," he shared. Practical tips. Prioritize fresh or frozen salmon, lightly grilled with lemon and veggies. Eat 2 to 3 times per week, about 100 to 150 grams per serving. Substitute with mackerel or sardines if salmon isn't available. You see, sometimes a familiar food like salmon can be a quiet companion, helping seniors' minds become clearer and more peaceful each day. But to keep mood balanced throughout the day, we also need a soft heart from nature. The second essential source of healthy fats highly recommended by scientists for depression. 2. Avocado, the fruit that naturally calms the senior brain. Avocado isn't just creamy and rich, it's also a natural source of nutrients that soothe the nervous system. It contains everything seniors need: monounsaturated fats, folate, vitamin B6, and potassium. This golden combination stabilizes the nervous system and supports the production of positive neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. Clear scientific benefits. A study in Nutrition Journal found that people who regularly eat avocado report significantly higher well-being scores. Folate in avocado reduces homocysteine, a compound linked to depression and cognitive decline. Healthy fats help maintain brain volume and stabilize neural electrical activity, foundations of a strong mind. Common misconceptions. Many seniors avoid avocado fearing it's fatty and will cause weight gain or raise cholesterol. The reality: avocado contains healthy fats that don't increase bad cholesterol if eaten properly. Lack of these good fats actually leaves the brain dry, draining emotional resilience. Common signs of deficiency. Have you sometimes felt difficulty sleeping, mood swings, anxiety, trouble relaxing despite rest, a heavy head, difficulty making decisions? These may be warning signs from your nervous system lacking mood-stabilizing nutrients. Real-life story. Mrs. Doris, 68, used to wake up around 2 to 3 a.m. her mind spinning with random worries. Her son, a nutrition expert, suggested adding a portion of avocado mixed with oatmeal at night. After 2 weeks, she slept more deeply, no longer woke up in the middle of the night, and felt more at peace mentally. Now, avocado is a must-have in her daily breakfast. Practical tips: choose naturally ripe, soft avocado, not overly ripe. Combine with banana, oatmeal, or make a salad dressing. Half an avocado, 3 to 4 times per week, is enough to reap benefits. Small slice of avocado can become a soft cushion for seniors' weary minds. But positive emotions don't only rely on healthy fats. We also need a special green leafy vegetable that clears anxiety and balances happiness hormones. 3. Spinach, the green gift for seniors' brain. Spinach, also known as leaf spinach, is a dark leafy green packed with pure nutrients that nurture the spirit. It's no coincidence that experts call spinach the brain's relaxation leaf. It's a golden food rich in folate, magnesium, and B vitamins, which help soothe the nervous system and support the production of neurotransmitters that stabilize emotions. Clear scientific benefits: magnesium in spinach regulates the brain-adrenal axis, reduces prolonged stress responses, and improves sleep quality. A study published in the Journal of Psychiatric Research showed magnesium deficiency is directly linked to a higher risk of depression, especially in seniors. Spinach is also rich in antioxidants like lutein, which protect neural tissues from chronic inflammation, the root cause of cognitive decline and memory loss. Common misconceptions: many seniors think spinach can cause stomach discomfort or indigestion, so they avoid it. However, improper cooking methods are usually to blame. If lightly steamed, made into soup, or quickly sautéed with olive oil, spinach becomes an ideal, easily absorbed source of nutrition. Common signs of deficiency: have you ever felt unexplained fatigue, irritability or impatience, difficulty concentrating or forgetfulness? All of these symptoms could stem from a lack of folate and magnesium, 2 key nutrients found abundantly in spinach. Real-life story: Mr. Gerald, 73, was once very active. But after his wife passed away, he became apathetic, quiet, and rarely left the house. A close friend, a health-focused chef, gifted him a basket of fresh spinach and a cookbook. He started preparing simple lunches like spinach soup and boiled eggs. After just 3 weeks, he felt his mood stabilize and began gardening again. Practical tips: eat spinach 2 to 3 times per week, preferably lightly steamed or in soups to preserve nutrients. Combine with boiled eggs, walnuts, or oatmeal to boost nervous system relaxation. Just a small bowl of leafy greens is enough to revive the smiles that seem to have fallen asleep in seniors' minds. But if you want your mood to brighten each day, we need a vibrant fruit filled with a range of natural anti-inflammatory compounds. 4. Pomegranate, the red power for mental recovery after 60. Each pomegranate seed is like a tiny red gem, harboring nutrients that revive a brain drained by stress. The sweet yet slightly tart flavor not only awakens seniors' taste buds, but also helps nourish the blood vessels in the brain with vital energy. Scientific explanation: pomegranate contains a wealth of polyphenols, especially punicolagen, a powerful antioxidant that can cross the blood-brain barrier to protect nerve cells. Many studies have shown supplementing with pomegranate extract improves learning and memory, and notably reduces depressive symptoms caused by mild chronic brain inflammation in older adults. But that's not all. Pomegranate also helps balance hormones, reduces cortisol, the stress hormone, helping seniors feel calmer and better able to control negative emotions. Common misconceptions: quite a few seniors believe pomegranate is heaty or high in sugar. In reality, as long as you choose fresh pomegranates with natural sweetness and consume them in moderation, pomegranate is a valuable nutrient source, and won't cause sudden blood sugar spikes as many might fear. Signs of deficiency: when lacking flavonoids and antioxidants like punicolagen, seniors may experience Unexplained insomnia, mood swings and heightened sensitivity, mental fog and difficulty organizing thoughts. All of these can be improved by adding natural anti-inflammatory foods like pomegranate. Real-life story: Mrs. Shirley, 79, had withdrawn socially after a long period of widowhood. Her son, a nutritionist, gently helped her return to the kitchen by making pomegranate yogurt together every morning. She gradually found small joys in that fresh red color, and in the morning conversations around the breakfast table. A month later, she was slicing fruit herself and video calling her grandchildren every morning. Practical tips: eat half a pomegranate daily, either in the morning or cool afternoon. You can eat it fresh or mix it with unsweetened yogurt, very good for the nervous system. Avoid juicing and discarding the pulp. The white membrane around the seeds holds the most nutrients. See? Just a few tiny red seeds are enough to awaken positive emotions long dormant inside. And if you want to maintain long-term mental balance, we need a small nut, a nutritional powerhouse for brain recovery. 5. Walnuts, the nut of peace for seniors. Known as the brain food, the walnut's shape resembling the brain is no coincidence. Each small nut contains a world of nutrients that can restore mental health, regenerate brain cells, and soothe the emotional storms quietly raging inside older adults. Scientific explanation: walnuts are among the few nuts rich in omega-3 ALA, along with magnesium, tryptophan, and vitamin E, all contributing to maintaining a healthy nervous system. Omega-3 helps rebuild nerve cell membranes, reduces brain inflammation, the silent cause behind many cases of depression in seniors. Tryptophan is a precursor of serotonin, the happiness hormone, helping stabilize mood and regulate natural sleep. Common misconceptions: some older adults think walnuts are too fatty and cause weight gain. The truth is walnuts are rich in good fats, which boost energy metabolism, stabilize blood sugar, and help reduce anxiety-driven snack cravings. Eaten properly, walnuts do not cause weight gain. Instead, they help stabilize long-term mental health. Signs of deficiency: lack of omega-3, magnesium, and tryptophan in the diet may lead to symptoms such as persistent feelings of sadness, difficulty sleeping or waking up at night, irritability and trouble concentrating, feeling empty without a clear reason. All these are signals your brain sends when it lacks the materials to self-heal. Real-life story: Mr. Daniel, 72, was a literature teacher. After retirement and his children moving out, he became withdrawn. Each morning, he would sit by the window, not reading or talking. One day, his granddaughter brought him a jar of homemade granola with walnuts, oats, and honey. The mild sweetness and crunchy texture surprisingly made him feel comforted. He started asking about the recipe and tried it for breakfast. A week later, he resumed reading poetry and writing a few diary entries. His life habits gradually returned, and with every handful of walnuts each morning, he felt a renewed reason to live. Practical tips: seniors should eat 4 to 6 walnuts daily. They can be eaten raw, mixed with oatmeal, or lightly crushed and sprinkled over evening salads. Choose unsalted, unroasted walnuts to preserve nutrients. Especially beneficial when consumed in the morning or afternoon, helping the brain stay alert and reduce stress. Dear seniors, we cannot change our circumstances or past, but we can gift our brains pure nourishment every day. From one small nut, a whole healing journey can begin. And most importantly, it's not just what you eat, but how, when, and with what you combine it that makes it truly effective. Right choice is clear improvement. Ignoring leads negative outcomes. Mrs. Helen, 68, was once very active. She loved gardening, painting, and regularly attended community events for seniors. But after a minor fall kept her home for 2 months, everything began to change. She spoke less, lost interest in eating, and often stared at the ceiling for hours. Her daughter thought it was just temporary sadness, but soon noticed her mother's smile had completely disappeared. One day, during a routine nutrition checkup, the specialist asked in detail about her diet. It turned out her meals were very basic: bread, instant noodles, and water. No green vegetables, no fruit, no fatty fish, and especially, completely lacking brain-supporting foods. The doctor recommended adding salmon, avocado, spinach, pomegranate, and walnuts, along with advice on preparing soft, easy-to-chew meals suitable for seniors. At first, she was reluctant, but with her daughter's care, she gradually adapted. After just 3 weeks, she started sleeping better, waking earlier, and wanted to water her plants on the balcony. She talked to neighbors again and told the doctor, "I never thought food could change my mood so much. I always thought, if you're sad, you just have to endure it." On the other hand, Mr. Gregg, 70, was given the same advice. But he believed, "I'm not sick, I'm just old and sad." He refused to change, kept drinking light beer every evening, ate cold-cut sandwiches, and often skipped breakfast because he wasn't hungry. 2 months later, he was diagnosed with moderate depression and chronic insomnia. For the first time in his life, he had to take antidepressants. The stories of Mr. Gregg and Mrs. Helen clearly prove that food is not just energy, it's a natural mental medicine for seniors. Common misconceptions in the seniors community: old mindsets about natural foods and wrong dietary restrictions within the seniors community. Certain beliefs have persisted for decades, but these very beliefs have become barriers to mental recovery after age 60. One of the most common views is, mood is purely mental, unrelated to what you eat. Many older adults still believe that if they feel sad, all they need is rest, positive thinking, or just letting time pass. What they don't realize is that many neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, the happiness molecules, directly depend on daily nutrition. Another mistake is the habit of eating too little fat. Seniors often fear cholesterol and weight gain, so they eliminate cooking oils, avocado, and fatty fish from their diets. But they don't know that good fats are essential building blocks for healthy nerve cell membranes, and long-term fat deficiency can worsen depression symptoms. Some also think, as long as I'm full, it's fine, choosing foods mostly for convenience, ease of swallowing, or familiarity. The result is calorie-dense but nutrient-poor meals lacking vitamin B6, B12, tryptophan, omega-3 fatty acids, all critical nutrients for brain health and emotional balance. There are even seniors who say, "I've lived to 70 without ever thinking that diet affects mood." But such complacency causes missed opportunities for natural mental recovery without medication. Breaking these old patterns is the first step to rebuilding belief that eating right can soothe the mind, uplift emotions, and rekindle joy in those who seem resigned to lingering sadness. And to help seniors move from awareness to concrete action, we need to continue to the next important part. A systematic guide to choosing, using, combining, timing, and proper storage. Dear seniors, we've explored 5 precious food groups: salmon, avocado, spinach, pomegranate, and walnuts. But to truly turn these dishes into your happiness vitamins, it's not just about what you eat, but also how you eat. 1. How to choose right. Avoid mistakes. Salmon. Prioritize wild-caught salmon over farmed salmon, as farmed often contains less omega-3. When buying frozen, pick pieces with fresh pink-orange color, no dullness. Avocado. Choose ones with dark green skin, firm to the touch, and the stem end slightly indented, indicating ripeness. Avoid overly soft or black-spotted fruit as they tend to taste bitter. Spinach. Prefer fresh, vibrant green leaves, not wilted. If frozen, pick those without added salt. Pomegranate. Pick heavy fruit with slightly rough skin and deep reddish-purple color, signs of juicy sweetness. Walnuts. Buy unsalted, unroasted, and store in airtight containers to prevent rancidity. 2. How to use. Best times of day. Morning. Have 1 to 2 slices of avocado or 1 tablespoon of ground walnuts with oatmeal, to stabilize blood sugar, the key to balanced emotions all day. Noon. A spinach salad with seared salmon and a few fresh pomegranate seeds light on the stomach and rich in antioxidants. Afternoon, diluted pomegranate juice or walnuts as a snack, to replace sugary treats that can cause mood crashes. Evening, a light meal with avocado and steamed greens to relax the nervous system before sleep. Avoid eating salmon too late due to its high protein content, which may cause indigestion for some seniors. 3. How to combine foods properly. Avoid combining avocado with overly oily dishes, can cause bloating and indigestion. When eating salmon, pair with leafy greens to better absorb B vitamins. Walnuts are best ground and mixed with unsweetened yogurt or soft porridge, easy to digest and improve omega-3 absorption. Use fresh or home-pressed pomegranate juice, avoid store-bought juices with added sugars. 4. Proper storage, prevent nutrient loss. Avocado and pomegranate, cut only when ready to eat. Prolonged exposure causes vitamin loss and oxidation. Spinach, wash well, drain, wrap in paper towel, store in sealed containers in the fridge. Salmon, buy in small portions. If frozen, thaw properly in the fridge, never in hot water or at room temperature. Walnuts, after opening, store in airtight glass jars in a cool, dark place or fridge. Knowing how to select, store, and use these natural foods properly, they won't just be tasty meals but silent companions that help heal your mind every day. Sometimes, you don't need strong medicine, just a healthy, timely, and well-prepared meal to begin feeling joy return. And from these small choices, many seniors have naturally and gently restored their mental well-being. Let's move on to the next part, where you'll hear a heartfelt story of full recovery through new eating habits, a moving testament that healing the mind through food is entirely possible. Emotional transition, awakening your power and belief in healing through food. Dear seniors, life often makes us feel like we are losing control over ourselves. Late life depression doesn't come rushing in all at once, but quietly like a long-lasting drizzle, gradually eroding your spirit day by day. Yet, within this quietness, we can plant new seeds of life in the simplest way, by caring for our daily meals. You don't need to change everything overnight, just add a handful of walnuts to your breakfast, a portion of salmon to your lunch, a gentle glass of pomegranate juice in the afternoon, and let avocado become your companion on quiet evenings. These small changes not only nourish your body, but silently repair damaged areas of your brain, reactivate neural connections, and most importantly, rekindle the emotional flow that once faded away. Did you know, some seniors almost gave up on everything after many tiring months with no desire to talk, cook, or get out of bed? Yet just through a small kitchen corner, a plate full of natural colors, they gradually found themselves again. And that power is entirely in your hands. Whether you live alone, whether your family is far away, or you feel like there's little left to look forward to, remember, every meal is a choice for life. A well-prepared meal can be the gentlest medicine, lifting your mind out of fatigue and anxiety, back to a peaceful place. Never underestimate the power of food, because sometimes, just one avocado, can be the first light leading you out of the darkness of depression after 60 years of life. And if you're ready, let's review the most important points together, so you can begin your healing journey with your own hands and choices. Dear seniors, we've explored together 5 golden foods that support mental health and reduce depression in older adults. Let's review them once more for easy daily use. Salmon, rich in omega-3, helps balance neurotransmitters and reduce brain inflammation. Avocado contains healthy fats and vitamin B6, supports mood stability and better sleep. Spinach, a rich source of folate, prevents nutritional deficiencies that cause prolonged depression. Pomegranate, high in antioxidants, supports brain circulation and soothes damaged emotional areas. Walnuts provide natural tryptophan, the precursor of serotonin, the happiness hormone. And remember these small but important principles. Always combine a variety of foods, avoid eating the same dish too often, prefer simple cooking methods, steaming, boiling, light grilling, avoid repeated frying, eat at the right times, full meals in the morning and noon, light and easy to digest dinners, avoid skipping meals, refined sugar, and stimulants that affect mental health. You can print this list and stick it on your fridge or dining table, so every meal brings you one step closer to inner peace. Don't forget, a right meal is a hope for a heart that needs healing. Dear seniors, when we were young, we worried about the future, our children, and all that lies ahead. But as we grow older, the most important thing is learning to take care of ourselves. Depression is not just sadness, it's the whisper of a body lacking, running low, needing to be heard. And sometimes, the first medicine isn't a pill, but a warm, wholesome meal made with love. A ruby red pomegranate. A handful of walnuts in the palm of your hand. A lightly grilled slice of salmon each week. And avocado mashed with lemon and fresh greens. A plate of vibrant spinach glowing in the afternoon light. All of these are silent comforts for your soul. Don't think it's too late to start. Healing doesn't require turning back time, just taking a small step toward the light each day. Love yourself again starting today. Begin with a healthy meal, rich in nutrients for your spirit. And if this video has touched you, or someone you love who needs to hear this, please leave a comment below. Like, subscribe, and share this video with those quietly struggling. The Healthy Seniors is always here, walking alongside you, on the journey of healing through nutrition, knowledge, and love. See you in the next videos.